In unit number 2, now we are at a stage to get introduce programming configurations with reference to the AVR microcontroller. When we are doing programming in C language, we must be known about some fundamentals, or any language has some fundamental steps. As per programming is concerned, each and every programming language has these things: variables, those are having different castes. Then languages has statements. Statements means that language is having conditional statements. If some condition is going to be happen, then perform this operation. Otherwise, if this condition is going to be happen, then perform such kind of the operation. Otherwise, perform this operation. So this is about statements. This is about variables. Third part is you should know about the loops like while loop or for loop. So with reference to any programming language, these are the three major fundamental objects of any language. So as per our AVR controllers programming is concerned, we are going to program our AVR controller using C language only. So it is assumed that you have already installed the software which is required to get your programs edited, compile your programs, execute your programs, and get converted into the executable file, and then that executable file is going to be stored into the memory of the AVR microcontroller. So this is the normal procedure. As per programming is concerned, as I mentioned earlier, that variable casts are important. So as per this topic is concerned, 2.4 topic is concerned, we must get introduced about the variable casts. So these are the few examples of the variables. For example, unsigned character. It is having range in between 0 to 255. The length of it is only 8-bit. So the simple thing is that when you take the calculation 2 raised to 8, so it becomes 256. So this is the range 256. So it starts from 0, and that's why up to 255, complete 256 value you can reach. So 2 raised to 8 means 256, means 0 to 255 is the range, data range of this particular unsigned character. Similarly, if it is a character, but it is a signed character. Signed means which is having negative value as well as it is having positive value. Again the same, 2 raised to 8 means 256, and as it is having half negative value, it is having half positive value, means 256 divided by 2, 128, means it is having value from minus 127 to 0, 128, and 0 or 1 to 128, like 128. So 128 from minus 127 to 0, and plus 1 to 128, 128. So 128 multiplied by 2, 256. So this is about character. About unsigned. Unsigned means it is a positive value. Actually, it is a positive value. 16 bit, 2 raised to 16. If you calculate 2 raised to 16, so it become 65,535. So you can 36. So it can ranges in between 0 to 65,535 likewise. Okay. Unsigned. If it is a sign, means it is having negative value as well. So you have to just simply divide this value by 2 and consider that value as an minus maximum value up to the 0 and 0 to the whatever the value minus 1, that is 32,767 this way. So this is the fourth cast. Fifth cast is, it is having long in the nature. All these are not supporting any float value or fractional values. These are whole numbers. These are not fractional values. So integer unsigned long is of 32 bit. 32 bit means 2 raised to 32. It is treated as an 4 giga. So this is a 4 giga range up to the, and when only long is there, means minus value is there, plus value is also there. So half minus, half plus. So this is 2 giga minus and 2 giga plus. So it comprised 4 giga completely, minus. Float is fractional value. For example, 1.2, 5.6, 11.3, these values, 778.123. This is called fractional value because it is having some fractional values. So it consumes 32 bit in the memory. Double is also 32. It is also supporting fractional values. So how many casts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 variable casts are present in our embedded C language specifically for AVR. Now we can move on to the simple programs. Now any program which you can write down, the structure of that program is simple. Any program starts with this statement, hash include AVR / input output .h. This is the syntax of including one header file. Then you have to write down about the integer main function. You have to write down main, and this main is having numerous statements over here. We are not considering what is the program actually. This is the structure of the program. After completion of all the instructions, you have to write down return 0 statement, and here our main is going to be completed. Okay, so this is the structure of any C language programming, that we have to include AVR / input output.h header file. Then we have to mention that our execution of the program should start just after mentioning of the main, and at the end we have to write down return 0, because here we are returning the integer value. That's why we are returning this integer value 0. Okay, so this is the structure of any program. Now within this structure we can mention that here you can add the casts, integer or float. Suppose integer I is there, float f is there. So we have to mention like this. So this is the structure of any C language program. Now we can move to the one simple program. For example, write an AVR C program to send values 00 to FF to the port B. Now as we have already seen in the last session about the ports, port B is of 8 values, that is a port B O or port B 0 to the port B 7. So these are the 8 bit. And what is expected? This is a port B, for example, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So this is least significant bit of the port B. This is most significant bit of the port B. So this is PB0, this is PB1, PB2, PB3, PB4, PB5, PB6 and PB7. These are the 8 bits. Now what is mentioned here? Write as AVR C language program to send the value 00 to FF. FF is written to the port B. Means initially we have to send the value 00000000 over here. Increase the value to 00000001. Then again increase the value 00000010, then 11, likewise up to all are 1. So this is the process which is going to be happen. But when you are writing something into the language, then this is the syntax. In syntax, what is expected? We have to include one file, that is avr/input-output.h header file. Then as I mentioned, integer main. Here rather you can use void or you cannot. It is up to you. Unsigned character Z. So one cast is mentioned, unsigned character, and one new word you can see over here. This is data direction register. Data direction means when you put 1 onto this particular DDR, if you put 1, it means that it acts as an output, and if you put 0 onto that direction, so direction is input. So FF means of this DDR bit, data direction bit, specifically for port B, that's why B is over there, is equal to 0x. X is utilized because it is hexadecimal. FF means on this DDR for port B, all the bits. For example, this is DDR-B structure. So this is least significant bit, 5th, 6th and most significant bit 7. If I put one value, then our port be configured as an output port. This is the meaning. So this is configured as an output port. So what is expected now? We have to send the values from 0 to FF. Now here, as it has been mentioned, unsigned character Z, and we cannot directly store hexadecimal values. We have to convert them into the ASCII values. So ASCII value of 0 is 0. And ASCII value of hexadecimal FF in decimal, this is hexadecimal value, and 255 is the value in decimal, 255, and that's why this is the value which is been taken as a maximum value. So here we are rotating our loop from 0 to 255 by increment of 1. So here we are incrementing the value of 0 up to the 255 by the increment of only 1, and into the loop we are sending port B the value of Z. If the value of Z is 0, all are become 0. Value of Z is increasing by 1 means 1. We are sending 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Again increment the value by 1, it becomes 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 1 0 like this. Okay, so up to 255 means 255 means F. This is the value. So this is very simple program to transmit 0 0 to FF. Now next program, toggle the bits, toggling the bits on the port B. For example, this is a port B, which is of 8 bits. 8 bits, and this is LSB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So toggling the bits means if in previous state if this was 1, then in next stage it becomes 0, and if this is 0, then it becomes 1. If this is 1, it becomes 0. If this is 0, it becomes 1. If this is 1, it becomes 0. If it is 0, it becomes 1. If it is 1, then it becomes 0. If it is 0, it becomes 1. Okay, that's why here you can see that these are the 4. 1 0 1 0 is capital AA, and 0 1 0 1 is 5. This is capital A in hexadecimal and this is 5 in hexadecimal. So that's why 5 and this is 5. 5. That's why 0x55 and this is capital A. That's why it is capital A. Toggling means rather you send AA to the port B or rather you send F55 to the port B after some delay. That's why what is mentioned in the program, that toggling all the bits of the port B 50,000 times. So one loop we have created and one variable has been declared for rotating that loop for 50,000 times, and for 50,000 times port B is going to be toggle the bits by delay of 10 units, 10 millisecond for example. So you are sending capital A or AA means this is 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0, and after 10 millisecond it becomes 0, this becomes 1, this becomes 0, this becomes 1, this becomes 0, this becomes 1 likewise. So this is called as a toggling. If a LED is connected on this pin, for example one LED is connected over here, it is grounded over here, and if this LED is connected, so when we are sending capital A, so this LED is on in that case, and after 10 millisecond 5 is going to be sent, means this is 0 becomes 0, so LED is off that time. So 10 millisecond LED is on, 10 millisecond LED is off. So one program can be asked in many ways.